There's no friends over there. Are you looking for friends? There's no friends around. Who's over there? None of your friends are ever here Sunday. Everyone stays at home on the weekend. Beautiful day, but they'd rather not come. Oh. Where's the birdies? They haven't come down to say hello today. Big one? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come. Did it come out? Well, it went further in. I hope it came out. Alright. It's gone. They need a bit of grass here, don't they? Hey, Nakia. What are you smiling at? Just here having to play with Cooper. He gets puffed, but he still wants to play. Don't you? other puppies. I'm tired. You're about to quit your dog walking job. Is that because of the dogs or because of the owners? And how many dogs do you walk? Oh, because of safety, okay. 2. Are they like big dogs that are heavy and hard to control? Even Cooper can get a bit crazy sometimes, just walking Cooper by himself. They got into a dog fight today, oh no. I hope they're okay. They didn't try and bite you, did they? You check the dogs, they're fine, well that's, at least they're not hurt. Or not injured. Really? Okay. Geez, the birds have got a lot to say. Hey, Mr. Birdie. Couple of magpies. Oh, what? The other dog tried to bite you. Yeah, sounds like you might need to stop doing that job. You don't want to get hurt. And you don't want other people blaming you. That's the other part too. You don't want to be walking the dogs down the street, something like that happens, and then some crazy man's abusing you, standing there yelling at you because they think it's your fault. New walking route, oh yeah, well that's a good idea. maybe talk to the owners, ask them if they know a good way you can go, if there's a way that they would want you to go even. One of Cooper's friends is recovering from a dog fight that happened during the week. And it was just because there was a tennis ball there. One of the dogs got very protective of a tennis ball that it wanted to play with. And it wasn't even his ball. It was just a ball he found at the park. And then suddenly it was like it was his ball, and he attacked this other dog for going near the ball. And yeah, the two dogs are normally friends, but just because there was a ball there, the dog went crazy. You're gonna walk it so you know where you're going. Yeah. Well, that's one thing. We go almost the exact same way every day. Like at the start of our walk, we walk along here, and then along the back part, the opposite direction. And then when we're over there, we do a lap around this other paddock that's there. And yeah, we go the same way each morning. Cooper knows which way he's going. I wouldn't even need him on a lead and he'd know where to go. But I put him on his lead when we're near roads. One of his friends nearly got hit by a car to cross the road to say hello to him a couple of days ago. I have to change the way I go to make it so another dog is safe. Because the owners let it out the front while they're out the front. And then the dog just goes running out the driveway straight across the road to come see Cooper. So I have to walk on the same side as the road as what they live, or go a different direction. Because if I keep walking that way, the dog's going to end up dead. It wouldn't be your fault, Nakia. You're not the owner of any of the dogs, so it can't be your fault. All the dogs should be trained to not get in fights with each other. Like Cooper's sitting here right now, not on his lead. Like he can go running wherever right now. There's a dog right there, walking with the guy that's over there. He's just been sitting there staring at it, walking past. But he's trained and he knows not to go running over there. So whoever owns the dogs, when they're puppies, they're meant to get taught. Not when they're adult dogs. Cooper knows not to run away, knows not to cross a road, knows what. He can be a bit crazy when there's another dog walking along that he knows. When they're walking towards us and we're walking towards them, he'll get all excited because it's his friend. But like that's a situation where he knows he's allowed to get excited. Hasn't been fed yet. There's a lot of abusive people, owners. Do you even know if the other dog like has an owner, or was it just a dog by itself? Did the other random dog have an owner with it? Was someone actually walking it? Or was it just a dog running by itself? Because if it was just a stray dog, oh, they jumped the front fence. So they saw a dog and jumped the fence to fight them, yeah. Well, that's still on the owners. They should know that their dog jumps the fence and make it so they can't get out. Put them out the backyard, put them inside, put them, like, build a higher fence, whatever. I knew a guy whose dog always used to get out, and he always used to wonder how the dog got out, but he used to park his car right next to the gate, so the dog could literally jump up onto the car and then jump over the gate. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, you come for hugs. Hey, say hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, really? That's probably the only reason they have a dog like that. They try and make it so people are scared of going into their house, so that way they can protect their stuff, you know? They would have big vicious dogs to try and make people go, oh no, I'm not going to that house. And then people don't go there to steal whatever they've got off them. But the dog could get them in trouble for the other stuff, because if you call the cops about the dog being starved and being aggressive, then the cops have to go there and find all the other stuff they've got there. He's just wandering around. There was people over there eating before. Don't you eat anything off the ground, Cooper? Oi! Yeah, you're lucky. I didn't know what they were eating there. Go get your ball. Make sure there's nothing left behind here that he's trying to get to. Doesn't look like it. There's a couple of people sitting here having a picnic or something. Cooper's been getting very hot and tired lately because of the hot weather. By the time we get home, he's so tired. Really? So you've walked past their house with the two dogs, and the dog hasn't done anything. But today it decided to. That's a bit strange. What are you doing, Cooper? Eating a stick? You learnt that off Molly. She sits there eating sticks. Yeah, if I was you, I'd get your parents or the other dog, like the owners of the dogs you walk, to maybe, if anything happens, or, you know, if they need to, just if they have to take their dog to the vet or anything, get them to report what happened. Because if the dog's like that, it's not happy. A happy dog doesn't attack people and doesn't attack other dogs. I would say he's probably not getting treated too well. All the people I know with dogs treat their dogs better than they treat themselves. Except for a couple of people that live right near me. There's times I hear my neighbour's dog bark and then I hear the woman yell, "Shut up!" And she's so loud. I've never seen her walk the dog, nothing. Oh, there's teenagers living there. Oh, yeah. Well, that all adds up. Teenagers that sell stuff they shouldn't and have got a dog that they don't treat too well, that's aggressive. Yeah, that sounds about right. They're too busy with their own lives to worry about their dog, and they want their dog to protect them. I hate people like that. People that just use their dogs for things. Some working dogs get treated good. Like if they just have to do things as some sort of working dog for the police or on a farm or whatever. At least they get treated well and loved and stuff, but them idiots that do that stuff with dogs just want a big, mean, vicious dog to scare people with. And the dog has a terrible life. What's the matter, mate? The flies bothering you? Yeah, well, that too. Imagine a blind person walking past. That'd be terrible. I've had to call animal control before. There was a dog that was left in a cage all day. And it was left in a cage right outside the house. But like for half the day, that part where the cage was in the sun in the middle of summer. That was like last summer, 12 months ago, whatever. I walked past and this dog was just crying and howling, barking, going crazy in this little cage. And in that little cage it had to be able to eat and drink its water, sleep and go to the toilet. So I just thought that was disgusting. But the next day it wasn't in the cage, so they done something about it. Yeah, it's very dangerous. You should, if I was you, I'd be telling someone to call someone about it. But there's not really a lot you can do if they're teenagers with a dog like that live in a house like that. They probably wouldn't be worried about what they say or do to you if you just try and help your own dogs out. or help out the dogs that you walk. They'd have no problems yelling and screaming at you. Who knows what else they'd do. What you doing, Cooper? Hope it's just flies bothering him, not bees. Wonder if that beehive's still over here. Oh, I can see him from here. Oh, wow. Yeah, many of them are there. Bees nest in the tree. You can see they crawl right in there. Ah, that's a good thing to say. Well, you'd think between a few teenagers they would at least have a phone to call an ambulance. Don't wait for someone to walk past your house and go ask them. A bit suspicious. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How are you gonna help? The other people should already have a phone to call an ambulance. And it's not like you're gonna go in there and perform CPR on them or something. Shouldn't have done whatever he done to be in that position in the first place. Maybe if they didn't take it, they wouldn't need to get help. Yeah, well, listen to your gut when that happens, Nakia. If your gut feeling says no, run away, the best thing you can do is run away. Hey, Venomous. Thanks for the 9 months. I'm up early. It's not early for me. What are you talking about? It's 20 past 4 in the afternoon, mate. Sounds like you're up early. Oh no, it's just after midnight for you, eh? It's middle of the afternoon for me. 11:20 in the States. Isn't it 12:20 Eastern? I guess depends where you live. You on Central Time, eh? So what's happening in the big game tomorrow, Venomous? You're in the middle, yeah. Seahawks gonna win. I'm sick of the same teams over and over. Seahawks, like, what, since in the 2000s anyway, Seahawks and Patriots have been in enough Super Bowls. Give some other teams a go. There's 32 freaking teams, and there's been, geez, hardly any of them have made the Super Bowl in the last 20 years. Yeah, I heard the Super Bowl, there's a game going to be played down here. You watch it on TV, Venomous. Watch the crowd. Compared to you Americans. I bet you it's heaps louder. There'll be more people there. The stadium they're playing at holds 100,000 people. Nah, I won't go. I live too far from the stadium to go. Even in Australian football games, I haven't been to one for years. I ain't going all that way. Like, Melbourne's a pretty big place. For me to get to the stadium, it's what? What is it in miles? About 20 miles away? And that's in city traffic the whole way. It'd be like It'd take me an hour more than an hour just to get there. You can't go. Would you even want to go, Nakia, to the American football? Yeah, but even 8 years, Venomous, that's like what other two teams have been in the Super Bowl each year for them 8 years. It's not like there's been 8 years and 2 teams, so there's been 16 different teams. And Seahawks only played Patriots not that long ago, eh? You live 4 hours away from the MCG. Honestly, they could have the game at our other stadium and it would probably be better. Because our other stadium's smaller. So the NFL field could fit on the grass there easily. It's only 100 yards plus the end zones. They could play it at Amy Park where they play soccer. Or at one of the rugby fields. Nah, that's Sydney, Venomous. The Sydney Opera House. I don't even know what we have here that would be known to people overseas. Nothing that I can think of. Like, we don't have any special bridge. They got the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the Sydney Opera House all in the water area there. I've been there, it's nothing special. I was there for New Year's Eve one night. Or 1 year, whatever. 2003 to 2004, I was in Sydney, right underneath the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And there was all the fireworks, and on the bridge, fireworks from the Opera House. And it was terrible, because there was just millions of people everywhere, and just flashing lights in the sky. The Super Bowl's like over here for our final, too much corporate crap. There's not enough fans that get to go to the big games anymore. All the sponsors and everything. You have to win tickets or be a member of one of the teams or something just to be able to get in the gate. And then you got to spend thousands of dollars anyway. You really want to live in a city? Nah, you don't. I lived in a little town with 20,000 people. Then I moved to a city with 1 million people. And then I moved to a city with 5 million people. And the only thing I notice is the more people, the more arseholes. You don't notice the good stuff. You notice all the bad stuff. Warrnambool, no, I lived in South Australia when I grew up. I lived in the country in South Australia, then moved to Adelaide, then moved to Melbourne. Yeah, it's alright on outer suburbs, like, even where I live, it's kind of on the outskirts, like, on the outer suburbs of Melbourne. And it's alright because I can, like, get to places like this where there's seems like there's nothing for miles, but if you go that way, there's like bit of a paddock sort of thing, and then a train station. That train station takes you straight to the city. Over that way, there's just like a paddock like this one, then the creek, and then another bit of a paddock, and then the next suburb starts. That way is the football oval, and then the next suburb, and behind me there's all the houses of this suburb, and then the next suburb and next suburb. So, hand reveal, woo! So, like, even though I'm in the middle of nowhere here, it's right in the middle of everywhere still. Have I been to Tasmania? Yeah, when I was a kid I went there. Went to New Zealand as a kid, went to Queensland. I've been all up the east coast of Australia, I haven't been west. Been in the middle and on the east, but not on the west. So much area out there. You've never left the US? There's so much where you live, you don't need to. People travel all over the world to find something that's a couple of 100 miles away if they just looked. Like, when I was growing up, because I grew up in the country, whenever we went on holidays, we went on holidays to, like, cities, you know, capital cities, bigger places. Now I live in the city. Anytime I want to go on holiday, I want to go to the country. I don't want to just go to another city. It's just more of the same. Like going from Melbourne to Sydney. What would be the point of that? The dog's looking in the bin. Yeah, probably scavenging. That's terrible. Why would you want to go to Canada, Venomous? Go to Mexico. I don't get America with Canada like that. How are you meant to get to Alaska without a passport? No, not Mexico. Nah. Didn't think you'd want to go there. But seriously, if you live in, say, Washington State, and you want to go to Alaska, how do you get there without a passport? You're going from America to America. I guess you have to catch a plane or a boat around Canada, eh? Yeah, well, you've got everything there. We're the same though. I'm not saying America's like heaps good. It's got everything. Like everywhere in the world's the same. You don't have to go too far to find what you actually want. You've got people look all over the world for it. Cruise there, you reckon? Take a cruise from Seattle to wherever in Alaska. But you can't drive, can you? If you don't have a passport, even though you can travel by road from Washington to Alaska, you're not allowed to without a passport. Oh yeah. That's one thing I like about the hockey. America's like, we're the best, we're the best, we're the best, and then they have a sport league where they get beaten. Canada's got more than one team, eh? The way you do sports is just weird, with all the conferences and divisions and the football, the baseball, the basketball, they're all the same. You don't actually have to beat all the other teams, you just have to beat the teams that you're against. And then if you make it into the playoffs, the postseason, then you have to beat some other team that just beat the teams they were against. They got 9 teams in Canada, wow. I thought there was like 4 or something. I can only name the Maple Leafs. At least they've got a good trophy too. The Stanley Cup is way better than the Lombardi Trophy. Hockey's from Canada. Oh yeah, well it kind of makes sense with the snow and stuff. Imagine you win like one of the biggest sporting events in the world and you just get given this trophy that's shaped like a football. There you go. Have a football trophy for winning football. And then you win hockey and you get this massive Stanley Cup that you can hardly even pick up, it's so bloody huge. Well, maybe don't wear the jeans, Nakia, it's not cold. Geez, you're playing a lot, Cooper. I think I'm going to have to take him home. He's not doing anything. He looks like he's a bit tired. He's happy just coming out. You warmed for today's dog walk. Yeah, thanks for popping in, Venomous, and thanks for keeping your membership, or popping in to get a membership, however it is. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow. Alright, I'm going to jump off now. I hope you don't get in any more trouble with these dogs, Nakia. Try and stay safe, or like you said, maybe just quit. Yep, see you, venomous. Alright, that's me done. Have a good day, Nakia. Thanks for watching. Good to chat with you. Have a good day, everyone. Bye for now. I'll be on later playing something too. I don't know what I'll be playing, but I'll be on later. Alright, come on then, buddy. Bye, guys.